Combination therapies are really there to boost the effectiveness of immune checkpoint inhibitors, and they have been explored in so many different ways. Immune checkpoint inhibitors, when you look at the possible combinations, they are potentially endless. And they have been combined with immune checkpoint inhibitors with chemotherapies, checkpoint inhibitors with targeted therapies, as well as radiation therapies and some other modalities. And we will be spending some more time in the upcoming slides on different types. But on this slide, I want to take a quick moment and highlight the particular combination with chemotherapy. So several immune checkpoint inhibitors and chemotherapy combinations have been approved by the FDA. For example, pembrolizumab plus standard chemotherapy has been approved as first-line treatment for advanced non-small cell lung cancer, regardless of PD-1 expression level, which is phenomenal. It has also been approved for advanced triple-negative breast cancer, esophageal cancer, and gastroesophageal junction cancer. The integration of immune checkpoint inhibitors with traditional modalities such as chemotherapy and radiation therapy has really led to a lot of synergistic effects and their impact on survival, and we'll be discussing some of them in the upcoming slides. For example, in non-small cell lung cancer, the combination of immune checkpoint inhibitors with platinum-based chemotherapy has resulted in significant improvements in the progression-free survival, as evidenced by recent clinical trials. And these results have really propelled and encouraged such combinations to be used as a first-line treatment in the clinic. Next. This is a really interesting slide, and I'd like to spend some time on this, combining immune checkpoint inhibitors with targeted therapies. So there is an ongoing effort to enhance the efficacy of immune checkpoint inhibitors, and they have been combined with various targeted therapies. These targeted drugs, including small molecules and monoclonal antibodies, they act on specific growth factors and angiogenesis receptors and different signaling pathways to create a synergistic effect that can improve outcomes in various tumors. I'll give you an example. In 2018, a significant stride was made when the FDA approved the combination of atezolizumab with bevacizumab, paclitaxel, and carboplatin for the first-line treatment of patients with metastatic non-squamous non-small cell lung cancer without EGFR aberrations. This was a huge leap forward in treating this type of cancer. Then in 2020, we saw the approval of atezolizumab in combination with bevacizumab for unresectable and metastatic hepatocellular carcinoma as a first-line treatment. And this was based on a phase 3 study which demonstrated an increase in median overall survival and progression-free survival compared to monotherapy, and there was no need for a positive PD-L1 expression. So this was really promising, and similar effects were shown in patients with advanced renal cell carcinoma. But in cervical cancer, for example, the combination of atezolizumab and bevacizumab showed a low objective response rate. So maybe that was not something which was very successful. And similarly, hormone receptors, the combination of immune checkpoint inhibitors with traditional HER2 inhibitors like trastuzumab, it hasn't really been very effective to date. But there is some early evidence that combining checkpoint inhibitors with HER2-targeted antibody-drug conjugates, especially when given alongside chemotherapy, may be effective in HER2-positive, PD-L1-positive breast cancer or metastatic HER2-positive gastric cancer. Similarly, there are a lot other combinations used where immune checkpoint inhibitors are combined with different types of targeted therapies. And these represent the commitment of the oncology community to finding more effective and tolerable treatment options for our patients. Some of them are very successful, some of them not so, but I think there's a lot of research going. There are more than 2,000 clinical trials ongoing as we speak. And we're really looking forward to some of those positive results. Next, please. Let's see what radiation does with checkpoint inhibitors. Radiotherapy, as we know, is an established oncology treatment, and it has a known synergy with immune checkpoint inhibitors. And it is because that beyond direct cytotoxicity, radiotherapy is now recognized for enhancing tumor immunogenicity, potentially improving the efficacy of immune checkpoint inhibitors. So when we apply radiotherapy, tumor cells release certain signals that attract immune cells. This can make the tumor more susceptible to immune checkpoint inhibitors. Preclinical studies and data have shown and supported this, that when we combine radiotherapy with checkpoint inhibitors, we can improve the response levels in various tumors. So this is a really promising combination, particularly in tumors like melanoma, non-small cell lung cancer, and renal cell carcinoma. And clinicians are really looking to capitalize on this synergy to improve outcomes for these patients.
To view the entirety of this webinar, visit the link in the description and register on xtalks.com completely free of charge.